Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, the Coral Cadets, the world-famous 12th man, Lady Reveille, and from early indications, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense set for a first down play. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up.
Fires and picked off. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Handoff to the single back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Barnes. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Feeling some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute and put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Still running at the 40. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Aggies are in the hurry up. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
But when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside. That's about as easy as it can get.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Barnes. Throws to the tight end. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
No, it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll signal for a fair catch after that wee punt. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, you spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt. And quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bama.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective.
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Klein getting set on second down. from the gun. They'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it up to 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The give to the lone running back. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Now on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Quarterback on the keeper. The Aggies will keep this drive going.
In an offense, if you're going to be successful running the ball, and I don't care who it is carrying it, you've got to have receivers that are willing to block. You've got to have guys that are willing to get involved. How about the receiver here on the stock block going and picking off that safety?
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're going to run it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. He makes the connection. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Using his legs, it's Armour. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Going for it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Sends it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Going up top on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stock farmer and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the...
Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They ran it on first down, now on second. To the air, it's O'Neal. Complete downfield. At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Makes the grab. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Wide out in motion. On second down, they'll take to the air. It's complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. A&M comes back out with another first down. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium? Hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Fires to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's looking to throw it. Time to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Here's the handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he puts through the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. They keep attacking through the air. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Texas A&M going quickly. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. He's right on target. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. They're working that left side. Still running at the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using the quick game. timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. First down for this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll start this drive firing. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Second and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And the D deny them on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Fair catch, called for and made. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass is incomplete and 1 second is left. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going to take a shot at this DB. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and hauls it in. He's backed up deep in his own territory. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Going to take a shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be knocked down. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown Tide. And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. He's going for a big play downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And they're not on the same page there. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. They want to throw it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. NC State was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Wolfpack performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man, in college. Bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Pulls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical. Beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. A strike downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone, helping your offense out.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. 1st and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off by saying so much for bad field position. A 91-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Fires to the wideout. And he's thrown another interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Great spot to attack there right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On second down, wants to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
And they're going to try this on fourth down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Leaves it with the back. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's O'Neal. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. He's loose. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
Yeah, and I think
It's complete. A huge pickup. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
and
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the pummeling has started. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Gets it out fast. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. He'll come out throwing on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he intercepts it. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown tie. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Finds his tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. And that pass picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Look out, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Alabama! And the stomping has commenced.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. 1st and 10 for the offense. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
Complete in the middle. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He wants to throw. Coming after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves...
And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. They're backed up 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. That's caught. It's Riley. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Looking to go up top on first down. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one. On 1st and 10 from the 38. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Bama! And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took